Hi there, and welcome to the E-Marketing Toolkit for 2019, as brought to you by Atlantic Online. My name is Shelley Bellefontaine, and I'm the CEO of Atlantic Online. We are a growth agency and a full-service digital marketing company operating in Southwest Nova Scotia. Our specialty is website development, including e-commerce website design to help you sell your products and services online. If you are at all interested in working in our sandbox, we encourage you to reach out to us online at www.AtlanticOnline.ca. So we've put together for you today just a little suggestion, a list of recommendations for what we believe should be in your e-marketing toolkit or tool bag. And this is geared towards the do-it-yourself audience that follows us, and also to the small business owners who are just starting their foray into the online world and would like to have some suggestions as to where they should put their resources and where they should place most of the emphasis. So obviously, we feel a website is number one. That actually is the foundational piece to your entire online position. And your website must be responsive and SEO compatible. By responsive, we mean that it can be displayed equally as beautifully and functionally across all devices, whether it's on someone's desktop or on a tablet or on a smartphone. And that's what we mean by responsive. SEO compatible means that it has to play well with Google and follow the search engine optimization rules that are established by Google. They are changing consistently, but basically you want to ensure that your visitors have the very best possible experience, and that is the groundwork for the new SEO. If you'd like to learn more about that, you can always contact us, of course. In terms of SEO, it's really important that you align your content with high traffic keywords, and then you can optimize your blog posts and the content on your landing pages and all throughout your website with those high traffic keywords. But as I mentioned a few moments ago, it takes a lot more than that now than just populating your website with long tail or high traffic types of keywords. You really need to have a positive and consistent experience for all of your visitors. And content is how you do that, and having good content that is useful for your readers and for your visitors is key. And that's why blogging is still a recommended choice. The more activity that you have on your website in terms of adding new content to your blog will help elevate your website rankings within the search engine list. So publish relevant and engaging and conversion optimized content. Keep all of your formatting consistent. In other words, make it pretty and make it easy not only to read, but make it easy to be optimized for search as well. Carrying on, we believe that email marketing is a very, very important marketing tool going forward in 2019. And when you think about the amount of trust that a person places in you when they give you their email address, then that renders a great deal of respect and responsibility on your part. So ensure that you treat that carefully and that you don't be spammy, send junk mail and so forth, and send content that is relevant to your target audience. So when you're doing your email marketing strategy, always think about how you're going to create and deploy stunning emails, use templates for brand consistency, but also take it further and make sure that your subject lines are personalized and that the content, again, is for each recipient. And that is a fabulous way in which you can engage with your target audience. Something that I absolutely love and however don't see a lot of businesses using to the full extent is calls to action. these are those instructions, if you will, to your online visitor that's giving them the encouragement to take an action. And sometimes they're just not employed on pieces of content. And sometimes I see content that's absolutely brilliant and beautiful and is so meaningful, but it lacks that call to action. And that could be anything from click to join our email list, or click here to make an appointment to further have a conversation, or book time with us, or click here to read more about this blog post in depth. I mean, something that encourages an action on the part of your visitor, and something that can encourage that prospect to get more information that could help convert them as well. So call to actions are really, really important, and you want to design them so that the visitor cannot help but click. Okay, and it's a great way to measure your performance and your click-through rates over time, for sure. Landing pages, can't say enough about customized and devoted landing pages. And this really goes back to my belief is that every product or service that we offer should be presented uniquely online. So many companies fail to do this, and so many large companies fail to do this. They have grown so well and so large and offer so many diverse products and diverse services that are somewhat complementary to each other, but still they're unique service offerings in themselves, and they stuff everything on one page. And what happens here is that you end up going to their website and you're confused. You don't know whether you want to get your vehicle fixed, or if you want to stop by for coffee, or if you want to go to their cafe for lunch, or if you want to buy one of their, food products or whatnot. It's really, really confusing. So make sure your landing pages are very specific, and that they're optimized for that one-click experience. And that's going to force you to put content on only that one page that's relevant to one subject matter. That's really, really important. Carrying through with other things that we feel that you need in your e-marketing tool bag are ads. And paid ads, most certainly, are highly recommended if you're ready for it. And what I mean by that is you need, again, to have all your ducks in a row. You need to have a strong website with lots of good content to draw your visitors back to, and you need to have those very specific landing pages that focus on just one subject matter, one service, or one product, and you need to be able to draw people back to that landing page with great copy in your ad. So that's what I mean by being ready for ads. Anybody can get a Facebook account. Anybody can engage with Facebook Ads Manager, set up your credit card with Facebook, and they'll happily take your money, and they'll happily disperse your ad to a large scale audience. But unless you have the right copy and the right image or the right video in your Facebook, I'm using Facebook as an example, unless you have all those right assets in your Facebook ad, then it's just going to be weak. And what's going to happen is you're not going to engage your clients. They're going to bypass that, what you thought was a well thought out ad. And they're just going to, you're going to be part of the constant stream of content that is in one's timeline. So you need to have great copy, you need to have great imagery or visuals of some kind, and you need to draw them back to a solid landing page. So again, it's all for the purpose of engaging your client with the right kind of experience that's going to be beneficial for them. Social media, absolutely. We can't say enough about social media. We have to take an organic approach as well as a paid approach with social media. It's great to run contests, to get page likes, to increase your follower numbers, and it's great to put out content, but you have to be consistent and you have to show up on a regular basis, and your content has to be about what satisfies your prospects. So many companies, whether it be, and so many businesses I've seen, when they engage either on social media or through a web or on their website, talk about themselves. They talk about their history. They talk about the shape of their building. They talk about the fleet of vehicles they have. Well, that's all great because those things help deliver your service to your customer, but that is not telling your customer or your prospects how you're solving their problem. And if you cannot clearly articulate to your target audience how you solve their problem, then there's no ad or no beautiful website that you could pay upwards to $10,000 and $20,000 and $30,000 for that's going to do it for you. So you have to be able to develop yourself or both organically and through paid ads. And that's how social media can be your friend. So make sure that your conversations on social media, and I say conversations because you have a responsibility to be present on social media and be ready to respond to any prospects' queries. Make sure all of those conversations are relevant to your target audience and publish those social posts when the right people will see them. For instance, I have a couple of clients who sell products that are specific to the female 30 to 40 audience. They are typically in a buying mood on Saturday mornings before 11 o'clock. You know why? Because they've worked hard all week. They are at the point where they're either established in their career or they have good family income. And if they're searching for things online, then they are likely to be ready to purchase on a Saturday morning before 11 o'clock because if they're young mothers, their kids are at home, the Saturday morning cartoon, it's still the quiet time. It's that period of time during the week where things are kind of slow. And people can enjoy their coffee for a few hours and, they can plan their day. They're not quite out in the hustle and bustle of the afternoon. They're not, planning the big Sunday dinners. They're not busy. It's the time of the week that this audience takes time for themselves. And that's why we can attract and have good success for some of our clients on social media when we post at that time of day. And, it works, and it works because we did our research on that. We have a slew of other relevant dates that could be specific to your industry as well. So you could give us a call and we can have that conversation for sure. So it's really important when you engage on social media, whether it's through paid ads or through organic growth, that you publish when your audience will see them. And of course, analytics. You need to have some sort of measurement tools in place to know if what you're doing is working. Facebook, as an example, and LinkedIn as well, have some great analytical tools that tell you how well your ads are doing. But from an organic perspective, it's really important on your website to have analytics tool. And I use Google Analytics on all of our websites that we design for our clients. And that tells us the visitor rates, where they're coming from, and how long they're engaging with our content. So that kind of information, that kind of intelligence, we can glean a great deal of improvement opportunities through that. And we can also say, hey, we did this one right because this is what our users are doing online. If you are at all interested in having a conversation with us here at Atlantic Online, please feel free to reach out to us. We specialize in web design and web communications, so we build websites that help build your business. We focus as well on e-commerce websites, and we help organizations sell their products and services online. We help them set up everything that they need to do in order to position themselves as an exporter of their products. We also engage on a social perspective with the people who mean the most to your business, and those, of course, are your customers. So we help you design and manage and run the right kinds of social strategies for your business. And, anybody can put a post on social and, run a Facebook ad and maybe do a little bit of tweeting and post a couple things on LinkedIn. Well, that's not going to get you noticed because the consistency is not there. And your voice and tone may change. So it's really important that the right strategy be developed. So that's the service that we offer through the social. And of course, our email marketing expertise allows you to catch your consumers at every stage of your buying funnel. We feel that's really, really critical to building relationships with your clients for sure. So if you are at all interested in working in our sandbox, or if you'd just like to chat about how we can, help you generally, please feel free to give us a call. We can be reached online at AtlanticOnline.ca. And you can also reach us the old-fashioned way through the telephone. We will endeavor to answer it through Monday to Friday, 9 to 5-ish. Please don't call on Saturday. Please don't call on Sunday. I've promised my family and friends to try to have some social time. So we can be reached there, though, during the week at 902-717-8496. And so this is Shelley signing off. It was nice chatting with you today. And hope to hear from you soon. Okay, bye-bye.